I am going to share with you the 3 productivity hacks that will change the way you work forever. And on top of that, it will make your life 10 times easier. So stay tuned. Yo, welcome back to the channel. If you are here again, I hope this video serves you well. And if you're here for the first time, my name is Zach Collins. If you do not know me, I am basically somebody that has done multiple 6 figures his first year in-person sales, and then of course multiple 6 figures in online sales. And now I've built a company where we train salespeople and we do about 3 to 5 million a year. So with that being said, I have a lot to speak about, a lot of knowledge to share, and I can't wait for you to watch this video. You see, almost everyone is the exact same in this regard. All of us want to live life free and have a ton of fun because let's face it, most of us actually go and offset all kinds of different work until like 30 minutes before it's due. A prime example of this is like the gym. I had a friend tell me a little story about his gym experience, and every single time he says it absolutely sucks. He wakes up one day, he knows he has to go to the gym that day, and he doesn't really want to. Now, most of the people watching this right now, you probably go to the gym, so you can relate to this heavily, and if you don't, you should, because it's good for you. But my friend basically talks about how he has days set out on purpose to make sure that he actually goes to the gym. He doesn't like it, and he also knows that if he doesn't set deadlines and dates to go to the gym, he will not go because he likes to live life, and the gym is hard. Being able to lift is hard. Doing push-ups is hard, but he has to do it because he wants good health. So what he does is he sets out days where he has to go to the gym. And then on those days, for example, one of the days that he hates the absolute most is leg day. And I am with him on this one because leg day really sucks. But on leg day, what he does is he actually chooses the hardest workout first. Now that is squats, of course. If you are a gym rat and you know leg day sucks and squats suck. But he does them first on purpose because it is the hardest thing to do. And I would argue Bulgarian split squats is pretty hard too, but he does it first so he can knock out the hardest part and make sure that the rest of his workout is easier and more enjoyable. And then the last thing, of course, is he actually gave me this advice when he goes to the gym. So a lot of the times I like to listen to music in the gym. So I have my phone, I have my earbuds, all that good stuff. And I still listen to music, but one of the things that I do is in my gym, I actually put my phone and my water bottle and all that good stuff in a corner, and I do not touch it. I eliminate all distractions possible from the gym so that I can do the workout and I will not have any distractions keeping me from the workout. Super important that I do that, and he actually showed me that because he gets distracted very, very easily. So he had to eliminate it by putting his phone away from him and just doing the workouts in the gym. Now, another example of this is my personal experience with homework, right? I absolutely hated homework. I didn't really believe in it. And on top of that, I would always offset it 30 minutes before I was actually ever doing the homework. 30 minutes before it was due, that's when I was doing it. Now, homework is interesting because there's always deadlines to homework. You always have to meet some date or some time that you are doing it, and that actually helps you get it done. Another big one is homework is hard, but everybody knows that there is a little bit harder homework than others. I'm sure for a lot of people that I know, math is one of those harder ones. So they need to do that one first. And then of course, homework distractions. When you do homework, you are at home. There's Netflix, there's video games, there's all kinds of different things that are going to distract you from actually doing that homework. So you have to be able to get rid of those as well. Now, in terms of work, for me, I love to golf. I really love to go shoot guns, right? And I know I'm a millionaire and all this stuff and they don't do this, but I actually love to play Xbox, right? Love to do it. But those are huge distractions for me. And in order to get my work done, I follow a 3-step system that allows me to get it done. And I'm about to share those with you now. Real quick, guys, before I share that, if you are somebody that wants to learn these types of things where you can work smarter, work harder, and of course be able to live that free life, I do have a link in the description below that is a free training video on how you can make 6 figures as a remote salesperson. If you are that type of person, go ahead, click that link and check it out. Now, the 3 things that I do, I actually explained in the story. So within the gym and within the homework, one thing that I do with my work in particular is I actually do the first step, which is set a deadline. I always set a deadline for myself on all the work that I'm trying to accomplish. And I do that on purpose because it actually pushes me to do better and do it quicker. The second thing that I do is I do the most important thing thing or the hardest thing first, right? Because it allows me to be able to do more work, all that good stuff, and of course make it a little bit easier. And then the last thing that I do is I eliminate every distraction possible. And I'm gonna share exactly how I do that with you right now. So for a deadline, I actually set deadlines all the time, whether it's for videos that I'm filming for YouTube or it's for meetings as a CEO. Now, for me, I have to work because I have a goal that I really want to accomplish. And that's super important in all this. In order for you to set deadlines, do the most important work first, and eliminate distractions, you have to have a goal that you're actually reaching towards. Because if you're reaching towards nothing, you're never gonna do any of the 3 steps that I'm saying. Make sure you have something worth accomplishing, and then you'll be able to put these into place. One of the things I do as a COO is I have deadlines for all of my meetings that I have. So all of my meetings are always gonna be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I have to be there and have to do it at 9 a.m. That's super important because if I don't have that deadline or that date and time, I will not be showing up, and of course, a lot of things will fall apart within my company. Another big deadline for me is obviously with videos, content, things like that, right? I have deadlines that I must film all of the stuff by and make sure that everything is good to make sure that we have everything scheduled out properly, right? And again, it's because of that goal that I'm actually trying to accomplish that helps me set those deadlines. Now, the second thing that I do is I do the most important or the hardest thing first. I'll give you a prime example just from today, right? Today, I know that I have to film content, right? And one of the hardest portions of that for me in particular is actually going in and writing out what I want to film on that day. I have to do that because of the goal that I'm trying to accomplish, but more importantly, it is the hardest thing. So I typically do that first because I know if I knock that out, everything is gonna be so much easier for me and flow really fast. So I would advise that whatever it is that you're trying to do or accomplish, pick the hardest thing first, right? Or maybe it's the most important thing first that you need to do. Pick that out, do that first, because if you knock that out, not only will you feel really accomplished that you did the most important thing first, but everything after that will come so much easier because it's not that difficult. And then of course, the last thing is limiting distractions. Now, real quick, I wanna tell you before I go into this, I am not a productivity guru or a productivity coach. So all of these are just from my experience and things that I can give you that helped me. Hopefully it helps you too, but please know there's a lot of things that you can do for productivity. Feel free to go search them, but these are the things that helped me. Now, of course, the last thing is limiting your distraction so that you can do the work. What I do is I actually have a certain amount of time for work and a certain amount of time for fun. So you really have to decide what it is that you want to do and how much you want to do and how much you want to accomplish. But for me, I have a certain amount of hours that I will work and then I will take a break. And during that break, I just have fun. I go out and do something, or I play Xbox, or whatever the case may be. I do something that I enjoy so that I can be ready for the next dedicated hours to work. It helps me work better. And on top of that, one of the big things is it helps and allows me to actually have fun and relax a little bit. A lot of people constantly go from work, and then they get burnt out really quickly. Don't spend 6, 8, 10 hours just working on the same thing, because the fact of the matter is you're probably not working on that for that long. You might be working on it for maybe an hour or so, right? And then you do something. Maybe you get on your phone or whatever and you call that work. It's not. You need a dedicated time, and this is what I do. I actually put 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours max where I will dedicate towards working, whether it's filming content, on a sales call, whatever the case may be. I will dedicate that time, and then I will have 30 to 45 minutes for just me. Or some days I'll have 3 constant hours of working and then 3 to 4 hours of fun on purpose, so that way I do not get burnt out. That is how you're gonna limit distractions. Don't get rid of them, just limit the time. That's the most important thing that I've ever done, and it's allowed me to be able to work harder, have more fun, and be able to do things for a very long period of time. Because at the end of the day, if you have a really big goal, the goal is to make sure that you can do it for a long period of time so that you will succeed. In order to do that, you have to follow these 3 steps, or at least I did, because that helped me. I hope this was super valuable for you, and I hope that you can apply these in your life, not only get more productivity so you can work better, but it improves your life in multiple different aspects. Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure and hit that like and subscribe button below so that way we can grow this channel and I can get this knowledge out to more people.